Hey guys, this is Randy Wouters with the RW Group at eXp Realty. I want to come to you today and I want to talk about Melbourne Beach market statistics for the month of October. I know we're almost done with November, but the way that the MLS works and the way that our statistics work, they're always lagging 1 month behind. So in December, I can talk about November. Okay, so I'll do that video here pretty soon. But let's talk about the change between September and October really quick. We're just going to have a few statistics. The first thing I want to talk about is active listings. Total active listings for October was only 16. Okay, 16. But here's where it's interesting. In September, it was 21. So we've actually dropped a handful. Now, remember, Melbourne Beach isn't huge, so you're never going to find hundreds of listings at one time. But active total listings right now for October was 16. I'm going to be really interested to see what November ended up being. For new listings were also down to 5 new listings in the month of October. Now, here's what's interesting. Everything that was up in September actually sold in October. So we've got 8 listings sold in October. Okay. So if you're in the Melbourne Beach area, there's not a ton of activity going on right now, but that's actually a good thing. And I'll tell you why. Number one, if you're looking to list your house, because there's so little supply, people are going to be looking at your listing. Absolutely looking at your listing. Now, here's what's interesting. The list price to the sold price, okay? That means what they listed it for versus what it's sold, okay? So right now in October, the average was $790,000 for the list price. And then the sold price average was $705,000. Okay. That means that some people overshot what they thought they were going to get in October. Okay. So if you are listing it too high because you're coming off of a high market or whatever, then it's going to take a little longer to sell. But that's also a good thing. And let me tell you why. When you have a partner, somebody who really knows the market, i.e. Randy Wouters at the RW Group at eXp Realty, we're going to price it correctly the first time. And instead of having to drop price, we're going to be able to get multiple offers within the first couple of weeks. Okay. And it's a strategy that I've always done is you always list it a tiny bit lower than what the average price of that home should be going for so that we get a multiple offer situation. Now, here's what's really interesting. Days on market went from over 80. We are at 88 days on market in September to 39 days on market in October. Again, even though there's less, it's because most of them sold and the days on market is actually dropping. I'm going to be really curious to see what's happening in November for Melbourne Beach area. Let's take a look at one more statistic that I think is interesting. It's called absorption rate. And absorption rate is one of those things where not a lot of people understand it. Okay. So imagine all the inventory sort of disappearing and how long it would take for it to all be sold. Okay. And it's based on 2 numbers, the number of active listings and the average number of listings sold per month for the previous blank months, however long that is. So it's a snapshot and it's a ratio. Okay. So that absorption rate is a ratio. So what's the absorption rate for Melbourne Beach right now? Okay. In the month of September, it was at 5.36 months. That means that it would take 5.36 months for every house to sell. Okay. Now, what's interesting is it dropped significantly, and this is a significant drop in the ratio. In October, it dropped to 3.92. That means that for everything to sell, it would take 3.92 months. Here's why this is interesting. When I go to price a house, if there's a high absorption rate, that means we're leaning towards a buyer's market. And what I'd consider high is 6 months or longer absorption rate means that we're in a buyer strong point market. That means the buyers have the leverage. That means they can negotiate down on the price. That means that they can negotiate for closing costs. And in a seller's market, 1 to 2 to 3 months of an absorption rate is a strong seller's market, which means the buyers are probably making multiple offers on that house. That's why I'm excited for it to go from a 5.36 down to a 3.92. And I'm excited for my sellers. Obviously, my buyers, we're going to have a little bit of more competition when it comes to buying that house. But that's great stance for the sellers to be in. That means that you can charge what the house is worth and not have to give too many concessions. Okay. So that's pretty much it for today. That's the market update. And again, that covers all of September. We talked about September and October for 2023. Let us know if you need any help. Let us know if you need an actual analysis of what's going on and you want a really strong, accurate home valuation for your home, because I am all about the numbers. Listen, the numbers don't lie. The market doesn't lie. Okay. So if you want to know more about that, let us know. Jump on our website. That's realestatebyrw.com. You can get a free home valuation. And in order to really get it accurate, I'll have to come by and look at the house, but you can get a quick snapshot really quick and it's completely free. So see you around. Until next time.